the Spot. Who needs consoles? It's handheld day as we're playing Burnout Dominator and 300 March to Glory for the PSP, then Final Fantasy Fables, Chocobo Tales, and Wario Master of Disguise for the DS. Plus, we'll check out Flow, SSX Blur, the bonus DVD for God of War 2, and more. We're live and on the spot. Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Spot, GameSpot's live show we do every Thursday afternoon. We play a whole bunch of games that aren't on the street yet and generally have a good time. I'm your host, Rich Gallup. Hey, Jeff Gersman.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. How you doing?
I'm doing really good.
We have a great show for you today.
That's fantastic. I was out on the street and none of these games were there.
You could look for them. You're not going to find them.
Yeah.
Maybe Flow, but none of the other ones.
Flow's not on the street. It's like on the... It's out here,
it's on
man.
The,
it's up here.
It's on the digital
avenues. You gotta know where to grab it.
Do you know how to grab it, Jeff?
I know how to grab it.
Ryan Davis, can you please tell us what kind of great show we have today?
I'm so stoked about today's show because it's going to be nice and relaxed. We have a lot of cool stuff on here. Last week was harried and stressful, and I'm glad to be getting back to something.
But it was an awesome stress.
It's still an awesome show. It's a great stress. It's what I live for. I love the buzz. We have Flow.
I've heard that about you.
We have Flow for the PS3, which Alex Navarro is going to be showing off for us. Brad Shoemaker is going to be showing off both Wario Masters of Disguise and Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Tales for the DS. Justin Calvert is going to be here showing off Burnout Dominator for the PSP. What else we've got? We've got some exciting stuff that we're going to be rolling out later on in the show, GameSpot Live exclusive. We're also going to be talking to the guys from The Behemoth, the makers of Alien Hominid HD, which is coming out on Xbox Live Arcade, and they're going to tell us some crazy plans that they have for that game. We're going to be looking at the God of War 2 bonus DVD. Is that going to get nasty? Do we know?
No, it's just a bonus DVD. Come on now.
It's not like the stuff that they want to slide past the ESRB?
I don't think so. It's just movies, dude. You know, voice of Kratos revealed, stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe. Also, this just in. That?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, well, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
I didn't even know Chocobos had tails.
Tales. Stories. Chocobo stories.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Though I know they do have stories.
Yes. And we will be unveiling a brand new GameSpot Live production at the end of the show that we're excited to talk about.
Yeah.
That'll be coming soon. And Ryan McDonald will be out here to tell us all about that. But first. Ryan Davis, can you say that? Just I like when
But first.
Recently.
Can I say it too?
Yeah, go ahead.
But first.
Dude, that's my line.
But first.
Sorry.
NBA All-Star Weekend recently happened. It was in Vegas.
I got arrested.
Yep. Several rappers and defensive backs for the Tennessee Titans made it rain and got in trouble for it.
Me and Pac-Man, it was this whole thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll tell you about it later.
All right, good. Yeah, but also there were video games there, and our very own Brian Ekberg went to check it out. Now, this isn't the whole piece. You'll have to check for it later on the site, but there's some craziness. Here, just check it out.
What is up, everyone? Brian Ekberg here, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2007 NBA All-Star Game. We're here at the Mandalay Bay. We're going to go in there and check stuff out. But first, you might be asking, why is Las Vegas having an NBA All-Star Game? Of course, they don't have an NBA team. But you know what? They do have three things that NBA players like. Big hotels, gambling, and, of course, cheap women. So we're here at the Mandalay Bay, and we're here for the NBA Jam Session, which is sort of an open-to-the-public thing. You can go in, shoot baskets, meet NBA stars, and, of course, play video games. All three of the big publishers are here. EA's got NBA Live and NBA Street. NBA 2K7 is in there, and I think we're going to see Sony's NBA game as well. So let's go inside the Mandalay Bay and see what's going on. Does really well is they make you feel really welcome. So check this out. We're coming in. I can't believe this ovation. This is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God. Oh, it's just like high school. It's just like high school. It's just like high school. What's up, everyone? I'm here with Marcus Smith, also known as NBA Live Boss, who is the winner of the NBA Live Challenge, and he is holding a gigantic check, not just in size, but in quantity. This is 50 grand, man.
50 grand. It felt good. It felt good.
So you played as the Houston Rockets, and your opponent, his tag was black. He played as the Cleveland Cavaliers, but really you didn't play as anybody but T-Mac, right?
That's all I use. That's all I got to use. It's T-Mac.
It wasn't actually very subtle. You were just T-Mac on the inside, right? That was your whole strategy.
T-Mac on the inside. That's how I did it in Minneapolis. That's how I did it out here.
So tell me about the road. How did you get involved with this, and how long you been playing live and that kind of thing?
Man, I've been saying I was the best alive in the world since '99. Right. This is the first time they had a tournament for me. I lost in live style actually in 2005 at the buzzer. But this is the first time they had a tournament for money, and I said I'm going to take it, and I did it.
So has your strategy changed as the game has changed, or have you always been the star player on the inside? How has your strategy changed?
Yeah, you always got to change your strategy. You know, I used to use Dirk Nowitzki. This game, I decided T-Mac was best for me, so I switched it up and went to T-Mac.
When you first got the game, how long did it take you to figure out that T-Mac was the guy?
You know, I had to use everybody. I had to use D-Wade. That's actually my favorite player, D-Wade. Shout out to you, D-Wade.
No, we're not coming right back to this. We're back to this.
Dirk wasn't working for me, so I went to T-Mac.
Cool. Well, you adapted well, and now you're here in Las Vegas with $50,000 in your pocket. How's that feel, man?
It feels good, man. It feels real good. It's unbelievable.
I know you're not going to blow it all here in one night, right?
I ain't spending one dime of this.
Good man, good man.
My family, we're about to go get something to eat.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, congratulations. You did great.
Thank you.
All right. So that's the story inside the Mandalay Bay at the NBA Jam session. But you know what? The night is young. EA's having a party over at the Palms to check out the NBA Street game, which comes out in just a few days. That's where we're heading next. Why don't you guys come along and we'll go check it out together.
We'd like to thank Brian Eckberg for filing that report. There will be an extended report on the site soon, including interviews with Kobe, Chris Paul, Adam Morrison, and Rip Hamilton. Or you could just go to Brian's blog right now and learn about his story, how he got to shake Rip Hamilton's finger.
Wow.
That's what it was.
That's kind of disgusting.
NBA All-Star Game. Fantastic.
Awesome.
We are now joined by Justin Calvert. Justin, welcome back to the show.
How you doing, Rich?
Okay, you're just already playing your game. What'd you bring with you?
I'm playing Burnout Dominator on PSP.
Now, last week we saw it on the PlayStation 2.
You did?
Looks solid.
Very.
And now we're seeing it on the PSP, also looking solid.
It's the same game, but better, actually, if anything.
All right, so now when you say it's the same game, same level, same car, same everything?
Yeah, and it looks every bit as good, and it's just as, handles just as well and everything. It's awesome.
Cool. Now, it's on the PSP. I just forgot the first Burnout game. Burnout on the PSP. Legends, yeah. Thank you. Right. Now, that took levels and cars from many, many Burnout games, but this is all new stuff?
It's all new, yeah. A lot of the tracks definitely will feel familiar if you've played a lot of the previous games and stuff, but it's all new stuff. It's all new vehicles and new tracks. And but then a lot of the gameplay is actually more like a return to the series roots. They've brought back the Burnout strings and all that kind of stuff.
And no traffic checking, right?
No traffic checking,
yeah.
which wasn't on PSP anyway, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
cool.
no crash mode.
Why'd you take out? No.
We're not even start with that. We'll get to the footage of it in just a second. But there it is. Hey, look, it's Burnout Dominator.
And I just
This is what it looks like when you finish a race.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Good work. Gold medal. Nicely done, sir. Now, it seems like with every Burnout, they'll give. Oh, hey, Allison Chains. I'll take that. They seem to change the HUD a little bit with each game, and since you're going there right now, how are they working at this time with switching between levels and cars and stuff like that?
So the way they've done it, if I can skip past the achievements, is
PSP achievements.
Did I say that? So the way it's organized by class. Mm-hmm. So you've got these different classes of vehicle. We've only just got this build, so we've just got classic and factory right now.
Sure.
But then you can see all the rest here. And then within each class is just all the different race types. You start off with only one race available. Mm-hmm. You unlock them as you go, and you'll get like preview events like in previous games where you get to check out a faster car that you're not going to get to race properly for another few hours or something. And one of the things that is new is the way you unlock cars in this one. So so while you're racing, so I'm just going to find the one I want to do here. There we go. So while you're racing, I might be doing like this road rage event, and it might just say, oh, if you take out this rival car, you'll unlock it. Or if you drift a certain amount, you'll unlock this drift car.
I saw a drift challenge right there.
Yeah, that's one of the new ones. Just that's actually the one that I suck worst at. So
how come we never see you drift, Justin?
Oh,
because you never have.
Why did you beat me at that?
I was
right there with it. I was
for you. I was just holding it. Why didn't you say it?
As soon as they stop talking, I'm going to ask him how come I never see him drift.
You can say it again. All right, so we're seeing a road rage event right now. Now, I gotta admit, I like the traffic checking.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah. So, but road rage without it, though, still.
Road rage is still,
the
just
best
super
burnout mode,
aggressive.
one of the best burnout modes.
It's my favorite by a long way. Yeah.
Traffic checking made it so easy.
Yeah, but that was a bad thing.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, they
Rich.
found new ways to make that game hard though when they traffic checking it.
Yeah, that's true.
Ryan Davis, did I hear your voice?
Yes, you did.
What's going on, sir?
I just wanted to remind you, I know it's been a while since we've spoken,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you knew this. One of my favorite things about On the Spot is taking questions from the folks at home.
I totally forgot that, sir.
I know. It happens every week. But
Can you ask
if you're
us
a GameSpot subscriber, you can use the form next to the video window and send in questions, such as this one from BJ Brown in Portland, who wants to know which prior Burnout game does Dominator play most like?
Oh, somewhere like a mixture of maybe 2 and 3, I guess, because they brought back a bunch of the features from those two.
Like you have the burnouts, but you don't have the traffic checking. But there's still a lot of
and you've got
takedowns,
Crash
road rage,
Breakers again,
yeah.
like Crash Breakers.
Right.
Aftertouch
really
still in there?
Aftertouch is definitely still in there.
Cool. More questions, please, Ryan Davis.
John Timmons from Wales asks, what is there in the way of multiplayer?
Multiplayer, Justin.
Yeah, sorry, it's ad hoc. Ad hoc for 6 players.
Cool. Now, ad hoc's the one where you're all sitting around each other.
Yeah.
Infrastructure.
Because that's the magic.
Infra
That's
sounds
the
like
Skynet one.
Infra sounds like that should be the one where you're all sitting together.
They're both such horrible names. It should just be local or internet.
Yeah.
But instead of no ad hoc, infrastructure, cyber world, digital
now, speaking of the multiplayer,
yes, Ryan Davis.
Below All from London, I believe that's Great Britain, not Ontario, wants to know if there's going to be any sort of game sharing as there was in Legends.
Very good question.
Is this one of those we just got the game yet?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm afraid. It would be cool if it did, though.
Why you keep looking off camera like that? I don't get. Ryan Davis, more questions, please.
Danny Rodriguez from Miami, Florida wants to know how many classes of cars are there?
Oh, I just got.
Each different series was a class of cars.
So something
about
like
8-ish?
Something like. Oh, say it's like 9 or 10 or something.
Yeah.
Head on there. That didn't work even with traffic checking.
Nah.
Can't do that. Now, is it hard to pick out the headlights in this game? That was always, I think that was one of the problems I had with Burnout Legends. It's hard to kind of
smaller screen,
kind of hard to see the.
I don't know.
It seems like they're a little brighter. Maybe it's just because I'm getting able to watch it on a TV.
I mean, it's cheating anyway because it's daytime. Why they all got their lights on?
For safety.
Yeah, daytime running lights. Come on now. Everyone should drive during the daytime with their lights on.
Yeah. No. Burnout was one of those first games that really made HD make sense in a lot of ways because with the higher resolution, you could see those headlights and those brake lights just a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer. So that was definitely one of those things. But it definitely seems like they stick out here.
I believe Burnout Revenge just got named a platinum hit today, actually.
Another platinum hit?
Yeah, platinum plaques for Underground Acts.
Word.
Yes. Ryan Davis, one last question.
One last question. Andre Rodriguez from Chino Hills, California wants to know how does this compare graphically and control-wise to Burnout Legends. Also wants to know something about the playlist. What kind of songs can we expect to hear out of this?
Graphically, I guess it's probably a slight improvement over Legends.
Yeah.
Not dramatic, but it's real nice and it's playing really smooth already, as you can see. The playlist? Why you always got to ask me that? Now I have to go to
so far we've seen
EA
Alice in
Track.
Chains and Jane's Addiction and
That's
Shiny Toy Guns
is one that I know.
Alice in Chains, I'm psyched about that.
Yeah, I really like it. Same as I said last week, this is where I learn about music is from EA Track.
Have you heard of this band, Jane's Addiction?
I have.
Very big
I believe they're in Burnout and maybe in FIFA at some point or something.
So you got some Dominator points right there. Is that what you're talking about for achievements?
No, actually the Dominator points are. That's how you unlock the next series.
Okay.
But I think the achievements do contribute to that as well. And I shouldn't call them achievements, but that's exactly what they
Dominator
look like.
points / achievements / performance.
They would
bonuses.
make really good achievements because it's stuff like 1,000 total takedowns and that kind of stuff.
Justin, do you know when this game is rolling out?
I believe it's coming out sometime next month.
Cool. Soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
All right, thank you very much, Justin Calvert.
Not a problem.
We appreciate it. No dying this time. All right, toss it over. We got so many emails about it, I had to say it. Let's toss it to the man whose crown you are battling for. Ryan Davis with Brad Shoemaker. Hey, fellas.
What? What's with all the cruelty, Brad? How's it going?
I thought I had redeemed myself.
I think you totally have.
Yeah, you have.
Which way
I'm sorry.
now-
I'm sorry.
We got matters to discuss
I'm
after
sorry.
this show.
But you've come here with Final Fantasy Fables, Chocobo Tale.
I brought a game that I'm good at.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Let's
so you
cut
want
it
to check it
up.
out? Okay, cool. So, yeah, as you said, this is Final Fantasy Fables, Chocobo Tales. You are a chocobo, as you can see.
Those are the crazy,
Yeah,
chickeny...
ostrichy yellow birds, yeah.
Fantastic.
Final Fantasy fans know and love them.
So are we talking
So,
like a full-on Final Fantasy experience here?
It's
What's
like,
the...
well, it's an offshoot of the series. It's like a role-playing game / mini game / card battling. Like there's a
keep
lot
going.
of
Don't look at
there's
me.
a lot of stuff in here. So the story is you're this chocobo on a chocobo farm, and one of your friends shows up with this evil magic book, and when they open the book and read a story from it, it basically sucks all the other chocobos into books. All right, I'll keep playing. And so basically your job is to free all the chocobos from the books that they're trapped in.
And how do you do that?
Stop this evil and everything. So like you will see, I just jumped into this storybook.
Okay.
All the stories in the game are actually based on like Aesop fables. So you've got stuff like Tortoise and the Hare, except as you can see here, this one's actually renamed the Adamantuous and the Cactuar. But it's the same story. So basically you go in and you read each story, and you see that there's a problem in the story, and by going in and beating a minigame related to that story, then you write a new ending for it.
Now, are there a lot of other kind of Final Fantasy-esque references in there?
There's tons and tons of Final Fantasy characters in here. Just all sorts of stuff that you'll recognize as a fan of the series.
So we're jumping into one of the mini games here right now.
Yeah, this is the first storybook that you encounter, and then this is the attached mini game to it. So my job here is all the mini games are totally touchscreen based. So in fact, pretty much the whole game can be played just with a touchscreen. But so I'm basically spinning this little Adamantuous here on the bottom screen to race all these other dudes.
So it's just moving on its own, and you're just kind of steering it. Then.
Yeah, and you lift up the stylus to go into your shell to avoid rocks like that. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Now, how many games like this are there?
Well, there's. Whoa. I just got busted down. There
I
are.
thought you were good at this, Brad.
Sorry, it's all relative, right? There are about 40 minigames in the game, and about half of them actually can be played local Wi-Fi with up to 3 other people. So
fantastic.
There's a lot of good like party game, minigaming stuff in here. And
do you know if this also has any sort of game sharing stuff in it? Or?
I believe there are just a handful of the games that you can game share with people.
Well, let's. So you didn't win that one.
No,
but
I didn't
can we
win,
check out a different one?
Yeah, let me jump back in. So. So as I said, you roam around the environment looking for storybooks to free your chocobo friends from. And then once you've found those mini games in the story mode, then they're available just at the main menu, where you can just go back and play them at any time. So I'm gonna run up the hill here and find the next book. So
Rich, what do the folks at home want to know about the Chocobo Tales?
Well, let's start with Kyle Young in Surrey, British Columbia. Cuteness factor 1 to 10. What you got? Let's say 10 being the cutest.
It's adorable. It really. I mean, like it is. I mean, like it's.
We're not asking about the adorability
yes,
scale.
Yes. Okay. Here's yeah. All right. Well, I mean, okay. It's obviously targeted to a younger demographic, as you can see.
By the fact that you came in 3rd.
Shut up. But anyway, but like the trend.
Brad getting sassy.
Oh, come on.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay, so like
Is this whole show going to be this savage?
No, we're cool.
We're
talk about the
everyone's
game,
cool.
please.
We're all cool.
Everyone calm down.
Yeah, okay.
Count to 10.
Yeah, like the writing is really good, and each of the stories that you read, they've all got like a really nice kind of rhyming sort of cadence to them. So that stuff's really cool. All the animations are cute, you know. I mean, the characters are really nicely designed. It's got this really cool art style, you know. Everything is sort of
what is going on?
Storybook-like here. This one is called Leaping on Leaves, and I'm basically drawing leaves on the bottom screen to bounce my guy.
So you just kind of put a little dash on the bottom screen?
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to bounce him up like higher and faster than these other guys. So far, I'm succeeding, but
that you can.
Nice
one.
Succeeding, but we'll see if I can make it. And the bigger, ouch!
Right into him.
The bigger the leaf you draw, the less bounce you get. So,
kind of want to make smaller ones for tighter and.
Yeah, exactly, kind of like that. So I got no. I got some good lift.
Rich,
on that
let's see if we can shake him up some with more questions.
Thomas from Norway more or less asked if you're not a Final Fantasy fan, or maybe just a slight Final Fantasy fan, would you still like this game?
It's definitely going to be most appealing for people who can identify with all the different characters. Yay, I won. Yeah, I mean, there's so many little nostalgic kind of references to different characters and stuff in there that diehard fans are going to get the most out of it. But I mean, it's like I said, it's got a ton of entertaining mini games in it, so it could be fun for anybody.
Now, there's also some sort of a card battling aspect.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Is Sephiroth in it, dude?
I knew you were going to go up to that next. That's why I set you up.
I hadn't seen any Sephiroth in here yet.
Speak to it.
Yeah. Let me jump out of this mini game here.
Are there any Moogles?
In fact, you'll see here. I just completed kind of an accomplishment in this mini game, which opens up new cards. And as soon as I can get up to the card battling, I'll show you how that works.
You want another question to fill you?
Yeah, why don't you ask a question while I'm getting up there?
I can do that.
Okay.
This is from Ross Irvin in Oshawa. Go Generals. Any online stuff in this game?
Yes, the card battling actually can be played over the internet.
Really?
Yes.
That is surprising.
Yes, and I will show you that right now.
Not over the internet, though.
No. I will show you against the AI.
So you actually do collect cards playing the mini game, so you'll get better at the card battling as you play through more of the regular
And you
game.
can go back and play other mini games, and when you do better, you get better cards. So
does the card battling actually figure into your progress in the main game, or is it just kind of like a fun aside?
Yeah, the card battling is actually what happens each time you hit a boss. Like this guy here is the first boss in the game. And I've already beaten him.
What the hell is he?
It's a behemoth. So if you want an example of kind of the cutesy nature of the game, behemoths are like some of the biggest, nastiest Final Fantasy enemies, and they've turned him into this goofy little character here. So, but I'm going to jump into the card battle here. So the card battling is all kind of color based. You've got different cards with different classic Final Fantasy characters on them. You can see kind of what your opponent is holding. You don't know exactly what cards he has. But,
just based on the color.
Yeah, so you've got attack and defense abilities that are color-coded on your cards. And it's basically, like if they play a red attack, if I also have played a red defense, then I'll successfully block their attack.
So what's happening here, you both played red attacks.
It looks like we actually played the exact same card.
You get half damage on him because you played your card first, is that?
Yeah, you do. You want to try to move as fast as you can and play before they do.
So this game seems to be like, despite not being, having very complicated polygonal graphics, like it's very lively.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on, definitely. I mean, between all the crazy 4-player mini games and like the card battling is kind of speed based. So
you say this is the card battling is all head to head, one-on-one. You can play this over the internet.
Right. So
do you know if this is interoperable with the Japanese version?
It is actually.
Oh wow.
I was surprised to find that out, but
that is very surprising.
So if you spend a lot of time building up a really solid deck, then you'll want to go online and start kicking people's butts.
So are there any like sweet summons or anything in the card battling?
That's all totally what's going on.
That's pretty
much
all you do is summon
you can see like there's these cutesy kind of 2D versions
Leviathan.
of Final Fantasy characters popping up here, and
I think Leviathan beats you there.
Looking awesome, yeah. I'm getting kind of worked here, I think, but.
There's the Bahamut. Rich, you want to give me one more question?
One last question. Jeff already asked about Sephiroth. We'll give Jeanette from Sacramento the last question. Cloud?
I kind of doubt it.
What about Eris, dude? Come on. Did she die in this one too?
There are other Final Fantasy games besides 7.
No,
that's all I'm going to say.
Come on, don't be stupid.
That's all I'm going to say.
So this looks like a pretty fun, little varied, kind of kid-focused Final Fantasy game.
It is, like I said, it is kid-focused, but I'm surprised at how much different kind of content, like varied gameplay is in here. And solid production values. I mean, it seems like a really, really good Final Fantasy offshoot.
But a good thing for for fans of the series.
Oh yeah. People, like I said, people that are really into the series are.
Would you say it's a gateway game?
It could be, maybe. You could graduate to harder Final Fantasies after this, maybe.
Now, when is this coming out?
Potion.
I got a bottle under my desk.
God.
Yeah,
that's so bad.
It's out. This is out the first week of April.
Yep. Thank you, Brad, for coming by and showing that off.
Thank you.
Rich, what you got next?
We're starting off like the Brad and Alex show. We're just gonna bop back and forth between different sets and make these guys play games. Alex Navarro, thanks for joining us.
No problem, man.
Welcome.
What the hell is a chocobo?
It's the chicken thing from Final Fantasy.
Come
on, chocobo.
Oh, that's why I don't know what it is. It's Final Fantasy.
Dude,
okay.
Play some games.
All right, we're playing some games. What are we playing? What am I playing?
Right now, you brought with you 300 March to Glory for the PSP, based on the movie of the same but shorter name.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I did that.
The 300.
The 300. It is based
Frank
on the.
Miller.
Yeah, it's based on the Frank Miller graphic novel. It's done by Zack Snyder, who did the Dawn of the Dead remake that I love so very much. It's got, I think, a dude that was in Lord of the Rings in it. I don't know. I don't recognize anyone in that movie, but it looks all crazy and sepia tone, and it looks awesome.
Yes.
Best use of Nine Inch Nails in a movie trailer ever. So.
No, I made one that it was this Dragon Ball Z footage, and we had it was way better.
No.
He said movie. He said movie.
Movie.
It was cool. All right, so there's the game.
Mine's
though.
epic like a movie.
There's this game, and it's PSP only.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is only a PSP game, and it's sort of an action-y kind of game thing, and Yeah, you play as King Leonidas, the king of the Spartans. It's oddly. Oh, I just cut that dude.
This is a good match to the family-friendly chocobo tales we just had.
It's how we lure them in.
Yeah,
Totally.
It was a gateway game.
So, yeah, of course I picked the stealth mission, but this one's it's not real hard. You just wait for them to not be looking at you, and then you cut their heads off.
It actually looks more like you're yanking their head off and then cutting where their head was, but that's okay too.
I think those dudes saw you.
Yeah, they're not scouts, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're cutting dudes. That's pretty much the game. You cut dudes. There are all these Persian soldiers and whatever, and you just kind of keep cutting them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Why don't you crank that volume up for us a little bit while you're cutting? Dude, you cut that dude's shield in half.
I know. You can do that with spears and stuff, and then you can basically hack off limbs and stuff, and do all sorts of really horrible things.
Run to the fire. Can you run to the fire?
I'd really rather not.
Run to the fire.
I don't want to do that.
Did you turn up the volume?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Run to the. Dude,
I'll turn it up more. I'll turn it up as loud as it will go.
That's what we want.
All right, cool.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Appreciate it. All right, so from what I know about the 300, it's basically there's a lot of fighting.
Yeah, it's based on the Battle of Thermopylae, which anybody who's way into
Spartans. I think fighting or dudes.
Yeah, it's basically it's 300 Spartans against the million soldiers of the Persian army, and they won.
And their arrows will
or
blot
I think they
out the
won.
sun.
I don't know. I actually don't know that.
Spoiler.
Yeah, arrows will blot out. That is a gameplay mechanic.
What is?
The arrows blotting out the sun.
Is it really?
Every once in a while, when you're in the middle of a battle, you'll just see the sun, the sun will just sort of go behind what looks like behind the clouds, but then arrows just start raining down on you randomly, and you just sort of have to do this to keep from dying.
Dig.
Yeah.
Ryan Davis got a couple questions for us.
Dylan Lanier from Lakeside, California wants to know how difficult the game is.
I'm only into the early goings of it thus far, but it's not terribly. I've died a couple of times, but even the bosses haven't really been that tough. It's a pretty basic hack and slash. Like with that dude's head,
Nice.
I hacked and I slashed and.
Dude, run
Yeah.
to the fire.
All right. No, I can't do it.
Okay, all
Can't do
right.
it.
I just wanted to know.
Now you know.
Kyle Young, Surrey, British Columbia, wants to know, are there any puzzle sections, or is this a pure action game?
Far as I can tell, it's pretty much pure action.
Perhaps a distraction. There is opportunity here to spread chaos.
And a chaos spreading thing.
Minigame. Press
Chaos
to
spreading with a
interact with the
minigame.
horse.
Yeah. What did I just do?
You
I
interacted
don't even
with
know.
the horse.
I somehow made that horse neigh.
Talk to the other horses.
Oh, now they're coming.
See, yeah, they're...
Did you hear something?
I heard that horse totally neigh.
Did I hear something?
The horses.
Are they going to stab the horse?
Let's stare at the horses for a while.
I really like the sound of that guy's voice.
Oh, you didn't
it's
get
just
the
the
kiss there.
horses.
All right, Ryan Davis, one last question.
Ryan?
I'm finding something. Alex Wexler from Atlanta, Georgia wants to know if there's anything unlockable from the film.
I don't know. Let's find out. There's a bonus features section, so let's go look at it right now.
Well, we can compare them directly to the God of War bonus.
They
feature
both have
we'll see
Spartans
later.
in them, you know.
Exact. Spartan. Yeah.
Tonight we dine in hell.
What's the other? What's the line that always makes me laugh a little bit? See, this is where we fight. This is where they die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Lambdas.
The Tri-Lamps.
There's a bunch of all the cutscenes in the game are sort of done with this kind of comic booky style.
Oh, can we see one?
You can kind of let's see Cinematics 1. How about that?
Yeah, I'm down
Let's
with
see
that.
a load time first for that.
It happens, dude.
Yeah.
It's just cinematic. You
Yeah.
got
It's
it.
a- you gotta
Whoa, that
load
really
the
is cinematic. Look at that.
Yeah.
Looks
Look
like
at
a
me.
real
That
dude.
is, you are in the movie.
Whoa.
All right, here we go.
All
Cinematics.
right, so let's
There's a lot of them.
let's just go with that one. Okay.
Okay,
So what they're just showing the
okay.
different
Stills
basically
and
all the
cinematics.
cutscenes look like this, and then there's a subtitle.
Is this taken straight out of the Frank Miller book, or is this just influenced by it? Or?
I don't think it is. I think the Frank Miller book wasn't as colory.
And it wasn't widescreen.
Yeah, it wasn't in 16:9. So I've never read the Frank Miller book, so I will happily admit that.
Ryan Davis, are you guys ready over there? You need me to keep
Are we
asking
good,
about
Brad? You
300.
ready? All right.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, Alex. The game is 300 March to Glory for the PSP coming
Indeed.
in next month.
Next week.
Next week, really?
Yes.
Next week, and the movie as well. Check it out. All right, Ryan Davis, back to the Ryan and Brad show. What you guys got this time?
This time we're still with the DS. We're still rocking the dual screen action, and we have a Japanese version of Wario Master of Disguise, though known in Japan as Wario the Seven.
Yes, yes. Kaito Wario the Seven, as a matter of fact.
What's the Kaito mean?
I think it's thief related.
Okay.
You're a thief.
What's
you're
going
Wario.
on?
You're Wario and you're a thief. And
What's up with the Seven, I guess is the real
he has
question.
like 7 disguises. That's what the deal is.
Oh, hence the
there's
Master of Disguise here.
7 Warios, yes. From what I've been able to piece together so far, because there's a whole lot of Japanese text in here. Like Wario basically goes into a TV. I think he's jealous of what he's watching. He wants a piece of it. He wants a piece of the action.
That sounds like my man Wario.
You go in there. I'm in the TV right now. I have just gotten the first disguise, which is like the thief disguise. So basically, you control Wario with the D-pad, all the jumping and ducking and running, but everything else in the game is stylus-based.
So you're actually pressing up on the D-pad to jump.
Yeah,
it's not like
I mean, you move all with just your thumb, but then everything else you do, like the thief character only has like this kind of shoulder dash, which you do by just tapping in front of you.
Okay.
So basically, like from what I can tell from what I've played so far, the goal is to run around, get a bunch of treasure chests, like jump on people.
Again, that sounds like Wario.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tap this little treasure chest icon and jump
do that
in.
weird little dance.
So every time, I haven't totally figured this one out yet.
That is a lot of Japanese text.
Yeah. I'm basically trying to color this. So basically, you hit a mini game every time you want to open a chest, and let's hope that I get this one right. Because okay, so I think I have
so you get to color it those colors?
Yes, I believe that. Yeah, okay, so
you get the yellow.
I'm not trying to.
Wow,
stay
you actually have to color it. It's not just tapping.
Oh, it's not just tapping.
I'm not trying to stay in the lines here or anything.
Yellow, dude. It's yellow.
I know.
Yellow.
I know.
You picked yellow.
Trying.
Oh,
Nice.
yellow, another one.
Stay in the lines.
Trying.
You have to stay in the lines, don't you?
Oh. All right, I think I can do this. Still got 30 seconds.
Is that good enough?
Is that good?
Hit OK. Let's find out.
I hope they're good with this. Because I really need this chest. Do it. That sounds like a happy sound. I think I got it.
That's a good little trumpet there.
Totally. And if I'm not yes. Okay, so this is like.
Oh my God! What the hell is that?
This is your little like talking magic remote control / wand named Good Style, which was also my DJ name at one point. But so anyway, like you.
I didn't know you spun.
Yeah, let's not get into that. So anyway, I just got my
Dark House, progressive.
Basically, I just got my second disguise, which is the astronaut Wario. And basically, to change disguises, you draw on the screen. So like you draw a little circle, like the helmet, and that makes you into astronaut Wario. And then, so astronaut Wario, sorry, this is the little tutorial here, but so like his power is you have this omnidirectional ray gun that you can shoot all over the place.
So then just drawing on Wario in different ways gets you to change. How do you change back into Thief?
Thief is a check mark, so I go, and now I'm Thief. Or I draw the circle again, now I'm back to...
Gesture-based gameplay.
Gesture-based, yes, like they would use Firefox a lot, I guess.
Rich, what do the people at home want to know about this gesture-based game?
We have a lot. Well, let's see. We'll give these questions credit to Colin White in Montreal and Edwin in Denver. Not Edwin. Sorry, Edwin. Not your question. Scott Sherwin in London. People they want to know about all the different Wario characters that we met through the WarioWare games and like Waluigi as well.
Maybe. This is the first level. I really couldn't tell you.
Now, you're saying that there's been a lot of Japanese in this game so far, as we can
very
see from the screen
dialogue
that we're looking at right now.
Actually, the reason we had to stall on the last game is because I was going through about 10 minutes of friggin' dialogue.
We weren't stalling.
I'm sorry. Okay. But anyway.
We weren't stalling. We were having a good time.
We were having the magic of television.
Like
all over the internet.
Wario has a foil in this one. It's some guy with a top hat, and they like to yell at each other a lot. So
but we haven't noticed anyone. And to be clear, this is obviously very wildly different from any of the Wario games, or even like the Wario World games.
It totally is, yeah. It took me a while, actually, to figure out what was going on.
So is there actually any platforming to speak of?
There is. Depending on how much time we have, I can show you some after this minigame.
I'm sorry, are you putting things in the toilet?
Yes, this is a very bizarre minigame. Like, the onion goes in the mouth.
Well, because that's
the jewel,
Wario. He likes garlic.
The jewel goes in the treasure chest, and the poo goes in the toilet. So...
You think that's going to make it in the US version?
It's pretty intuitive, you know? I'm not really sure... I don't know. I would hope so.
There's been poo in the Wario games before in the U.S. They took it out of the Wii game.
That would be disappointing if they took it out.
Having Wii and poo in the same game.
Oh,
I think that's an ad.
I got one. All right.
All right, Jeff, you don't get to talk again for the rest of the show.
No, he had a valid point.
It's emergent gameplay.
So, okay, so I'm gonna
get some platforming
going.
Yeah,
let me go find some stuff. Okay, I'll skip these treasure chests. So, like, the thief can run fast and jump high. Oh, there's the guy.
Who's that top hat
That's the bad guy. I'm getting away from him because if I run into him, then they'll talk for 5 minutes.
Chaz
yeah,
Herman in
so, like-
Providence wants
It's
to
like
know
a
if this
proper
game is
bad guy.
import
Yeah,
friendly.
so the thief is very agile, but then like,
Brad, you hear that?
what's that?
He wants to know if the game's import friendly.
Thank you.
Well,
No.
No. As we just said, there's a whole lot of text.
And
Oh,
it's
he's
coming out here relatively
I gotta
soon
get out of
anyway,
here.
right?
What's that?
It's coming out here relatively soon.
Very soon,
anyway.
actually. First week of March, so it's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, so don't import it. That'd just be stupid.
Yeah, you should totally wait for the American version. But so now I got my ray gun, so I can shoot this little boat down here.
Ah!
I'm on a boat now. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to do that. Let me reset that. I'm actually on like a cruise ship right now. These must be lifeboats. But anyway, yeah. So this is like
Are you on like the Love Boat?
maybe.
Do you know if like the levels are themed that way, like after TV shows?
It's possible.
Do you fight Bernie Capel at any point?
Yes.
Awesome. What about
You know what? If you do, you lose.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you don't beat Bernie Capel.
It's like one of those Final Fantasy fights that you're supposed to lose.
Yeah, fool can throw these.
Okay, so if I hustle, I can go fight the boss. You want me to do that?
Yeah, hustle.
Okay,
we'll
I'm running.
ask you a couple more questions.
Yeah, what's up?
Running
Give us some more
as-
questions.
Oh no, no! Here he
Oh.
is. See, they're gonna gab.
All right, we're done.
Why
You're
don't you
done, Brad. You're done.
Oh,
That's it.
You gab away, buddy.
The game is
It's it. It's
Wario,
it.
Master of Disguise.
I
You
worked
say it's
so
coming
hard,
out
though.
the first.
Yeah, it's out in
first
like,
week
like
of
2
March.
weeks. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Brad. Thanks for
I'm
coming by.
still trying to get to the boss.
all this sweet DS gear.
Thanks for having me.
Rich, what's up next?
What's up next is we have a video preview. Brian Eckberg's all over the show today without actually being here. He prepared a nice video preview for an upcoming Wii game a lot of us are excited about, SSX Blur. Check it out. Take it, Brian.
The SSX series has been around since the early days of the PlayStation 2, but with SSX Blur, the series is finally coming to the Nintendo Wii. Of course, some things never change in the SSX series, and SSX Blur is still all about racing downhill as fast as you can, and of course doing huge big air tricks. What makes this game different, of course, is because it's a Wii game, the controls are way different than what you played on other consoles. And the controls are really kind of what makes the game special. How you control your character, you use both the Wii Remote and the nunchuck accessory. So with the nunchuck accessory, that's basically used for turning. You do the basic turn by using the analog stick, which will give your character left or right turns, and then you can actually twist the nunchuck to add extra angle to your turns for those really tight corners. The two buttons are for boosting your character as he goes downhill, and stance changes. Tricks are almost entirely pulled off with the Wii Remote. And once you're in the air, you can move the controller backwards and forwards, left to right, to do flips and different types of spins. There's also Uber tricks, and Uber tricks aren't new to the SSX series, but they're controlled a lot differently in SSX Blur. When you go off the lip of a jump, you press the A button on the Wii Remote, and a little icon comes up that shows you a pattern that you need to trace with your Wii Remote. Some of them are very simple, such as a circle. Some of them are more complex, and it's those complex ones that are really tough to pull off. I think that it's one of those things where it'll take some practice to get used to, but after a while, you'll adjust to the learning curve and probably be pulling off Ubers pretty easy, but it definitely takes some getting used to in the beginning. The game comes with 4 different modes. You have a tutorial mode that teaches you how to do the different tricks, split screen multiplayer for if you want to play with a friend, a career mode which lets you create a profile, and quick play to get you right on the mountain as quickly as possible. SSX Blur is due on store shelves next week, and of course we'll have a full review here at GameSpot once it's out.
Thank you very much, Brian, and we will have that game hopefully on the show next week. Right now, though, Alex Navarro, Brad's played 2 games. It's your turn for your second game.
Wait, I'm still here?
Yeah.
Should I go? You
No,
want me
dude,
to go?
stick around. Stick around. We even got rid of Jeff, so you have the couch all to yourself now.
Thank God.
Yeah. Look at it. You're relaxing here. Yeah, spread
yeah,
out. That's
that
cool.
was-
So the,
Excuse
the
me,
game
guys.
you have is, I didn't actually mean for you to do.
What?
Okay. The game is Flow for the PlayStation 3. It's started out as like a student project on the internet.
Yeah, it was like some sort of art student thesis or something that someone created in Flash game form, and somehow that got picked up and turned into this downloadable game that is now on the PS3 marketplace, which I think is out today.
Cool. It
And,
looks. Let's just jump right into it. 'Cause,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to jump right into because what you're seeing on the screen right now is it.
This is the game.
This is basically the game. And basically what you can do is once you unlock all the forms, you get these few different creatures you can sort of play around as. I'll go with this guy because why not?
Sure.
And then you jump into a sort of weird fluidic state and you are eating stuff.
All right. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Cause,
No,
yeah,
basically, this game, it is. You can play a version of.
I gave it wings
for free on the internet, online. It's a Flash game.
Yeah.
It's
But this version is a bit more elaborate than that one,
Yes.
at least in terms of the amount of stuff you can do and like the number of creatures and all that stuff. But yeah, it's still, I mean, it's basically, you know, Food Chain the game. It's like Feeding Frenzy, but with like a little bit of like electroplankton style thrown in, and then they went and got Brian Eno to do the soundtrack or something. It's all like ambient techno and.
I found the Flash game online extremely relaxing, kind of soothing. Does that translate over to the PlayStation 3?
Yeah, pretty much, because you can't really die or fail at this game. You just kind of swim through the different areas and eat stuff. And I mean, every once in a while, like a bigger creature shows up and it can kind of eat you a little bit, but you can't die. Like it'll just get you down to the end, and then it'll like automatically transport you to another plane. But there's little friendly guys that you can eat.
And they won't hurt you at all.
They aren't gonna hurt you. They'll just let you get your health back, so you can go back and eat them some more.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of eating.
It's all about eating. You know, dudes are hungry. They want to eat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, the thing is, you know, the whole point of the game is aesthetics. It's hey, look at how cool this game looks, and it is cool looking. It's got a real nice kind of theme going on with its weird abstract shapes that are animals that eat stuff.
Do you find the controls frustrating at all? I know it's only tilty support.
Yeah, it is only tilt control. You steer the guy. I don't know if we can get a little picture-in-picture action. No, we're not going to do that again. All right.
Tilt it. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, so basically you tilt the thing around, you press sort of like press down to go up, reverse to go back, and all that stuff. For the first 20 minutes or so I played this game, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't do anything. After that, just kind of became natural. Didn't really take too much effort.
Dude,
so.
you got your wings are just getting bigger.
I know. Look how crazy my dude is getting here. Oh, I just ate that guy.
So your character can change after, like, basically you're just going down as far as you can, and eventually you just eat the biggest thing, and then you're done.
Yeah, eventually you eat the biggest thing there is, and then you get to the bottom stage where there's just like a bunch of little stuff you can do, and then you get out, and then this thing sort of craps out a new creature that you can you can play around.
That thing is gigantic. There's no way you can kill that. There's no way you can kill that. You're not.
Check out how I'm
kill
eating this thing.
You're not going to eat that thing. It is too big.
Check out how I'm eating it.
It's eating you, dude.
Dude, I am eating it.
No,
look at it.
I don't believe you.
I'm doing all this creature eating right here. I'm doing all this.
So is this the game to play while we wait for Spore? Oh, you ate the whole thing.
I ate the whole thing.
I can't believe you ate the whole thing.
Thank you, Ryan. This is pretty much the game to play right before you go to the Paul Oakenfold concert. You know, when you're getting ready to go. Yeah, I don't. It's.
What if it's before I go see Brad spin?
I was about to say that same thing.
Beat you to it.
That was a good one.
You don't want to go see Brad spin, believe me.
Oh, you do. His Dark House tech step, his Ilbient stuff. It's
I like his Detroit.
Yeah, he's got a sick Detroit set, dude.
Ryan Davis, are there any questions about Flow?
Mostly it's dude, what the hell?
I've had that exact same question for the last couple days.
D-Money 747.
Oh, word?
Yeah, a word. From British Columbia, Canada, wants to know how different this is from the Flash version. I don't know if
it's a little more elaborate. I mean, again, it has more creature designs. It has more like levels to it and stuff. It all ties together a bit better. It actually does feel a little more structured. It's different enough to where I couldn't possibly say with any reasonable honesty that you should just play the Flash game and not this, because this is much better, I think.
I've got a better question.
Okay. Yo.
Mark Bellamy from that's right, Mark Bellamy.
Oh, word?
Word. From Staffordshire, England, wants to know. He says he's played through the Flash games. He wants to know how many evolutions you go through in this version.
Well, okay, there are 6 creatures, and each of them kind of go through a lot of evolutions. I don't know exactly like what the number is for all of them, but they all evolve a whole bunch over the course of the game, and you just kind of go through. Oh, I just got poisoned by something.
You can tell because green's the poison
Yeah,
color.
but getting poison doesn't really do anything. It just kind of makes it, it makes you not kill stuff for a few seconds.
Okay.
But that's about it.
It's a cool success story to see this game that was like a student project. I think it was at USC and then Sony saw it and said, hey, this looks a lot like the PS3 interface. Let's turn it into a game.
Yeah, it was just some kid named I think his name's like Genova Chen or something.
And a couple of people worked on it with him too. And it's cool.
If I could get out of here, because there are no menus, you can't escape once you're in. You kind of just have to quit out of the game. But the credit sequence is the 6th creature. You just swim around and eat the credits.
Dude, spoilers.
Whatever. If that is the closest to spoilers you're ever going to get with this game.
That's like saying that Brad closes this set every night with a hot set of Be More Gutter, man.
You guys got to stop the music. You just got to stop.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
Techno.
Alex, where can we find a review of this game?
Baltimore.
Today-ish.
Today-ish for the review?
Today sounds good. We'll just say today.
All right, Flow for the PlayStation 3, downloadable. Look for it. You think it's coming to the PSP or anything? Or is it just going to leave right here?
It's probably going to stay right here. You know, it's gonna stay right here.
It looks nice. All right,
it's a nice looking game.
Let's toss it over to. We may have kicked Jeff off the couch, but we have not kicked him off.
So
the
do I have to
show.
leave now?
Maybe we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right, Jeff, Ryan, what's going on over there?
What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
We have more downloadable games.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love this trend so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
We're playing for the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes, this is a game that is coming out in the near future. We don't know exactly when because it's not actually finished. This is an unfinished version of the game. But this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
And you're whipping dudes.
Yeah, right now I'm whipping candles here.
That's almost better than whipping dudes.
Yeah, this is the intro to the game, which if you remember, this was originally a PlayStation 1 game, though it did come out in the Saturn in Japan.
This is largely widely regarded as like one of the best Castlevania games.
Totally. For my money, this is the best Castlevania game.
Okay.
And,
Crank this up.
We're going to get some sweet voice right here.
Yeah, I want to know what's happening here.
I was called here by humans
Yep.
who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Maybe we should just act it out.
Could be
Here,
said of
you be
all
Dracula.
religions.
No, I'll be Dracula.
Your words are as empty as your soul.
dude.
I thought you said you were going to be Dracula.
No, I changed. We
ill
changed.
needs
I'll be
a
Dracula.
savior
Okay,
such
this
as
is Richter.
you.
I can't tell when I look at you. I don't know that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, good. We got, okay. Video on screen, yes, for the best line in the whole game. So this little fight with Dracula, this is kind of like a little kind of
This is like the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah, so this isn't what the whole game's like. It just starts out like this. You get this little boss fight against Dracula, kind of set the tone for what happens from here on out. And we're going to fight this dude.
You're going to fight Dracula.
I'm going to shoot holy water at him like this.
So they just kick it off with Dracula. They don't wait.
Yeah, well, this takes place in the past, and then you know later on some things happen. You play as an entirely different character once the game actually starts. You play as Alucard. Okay, we got to duck that, jump that, and this is all just pattern-based boss fight. This, I mean, since it's the beginning of the game, it's obviously mad easy.
Now, what is it about this game that makes it so well regarded by Castlevania fans?
Well, this game was the game that kind of took Castlevania away from the kind of linear arcade-style action of the early games, though I guess Simon's Quest did do some of that stuff. This game's a lot more like something like Super Metroid.
So it's like just kind of exploring the castle,
right?
Powering up your character.
Yeah, you're going around finding stuff. It's kind of a little more free-form.
So it's just like the GBA Castlevania games owe a lot to this, is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, here comes Dracula again.
I'm gonna make it rain on him.
Everyone knows Draculas don't like the rain.
No, that's and now he's freaking out, dude. So he's turned into this crazy thing. I'll make it rain in here.
How did you know his weakness of water? Most common substance on the planet.
Oh, take a picture. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice picture. It's like, oh no! Oh! I was going to use that.
You don't get to put that in your scrapbook.
Yeah, I could have put that in my digital locker and saved it. So then we get a little story sequence here.
Another member of the Belmont family.
Saying what happened there. And, you play as Richter in that sequence, and you can go back and play as Richter again in like a super hard kind of bonus mode. But you play as Alucard, which is Dracula spelled backwards.
Huh.
Yeah, so this was originally a PlayStation game, and it's totally rad. It has enhanced and original graphics like many other Xbox Live Arcade releases.
What version are we looking at right here?
This is enhanced. This was enhanced. So when we get back into the game here, we can switch back and switch between original and enhanced kind of on the fly.
Sweet.
So Jeff and Ryan,
yes,
this is a work in progress.
Yes.
So we don't know release date, how much it's going to cost, or anything about achievements
or anything
yet.
like that. We don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we know it's going to be like the PlayStation game.
But I can't say this name. Billowall from London wants to know: is the game still hard?
Yeah. I mean, the game is still basically identical. Like even the save screen when you're loading up your save game and stuff, it still has what looks like a PlayStation memory card kind of layout with all the different icons on it, which is really crazy. So it's basically gameplay wise, as far as I can tell, it's identical to the original game.
Cool.
Yeah. Totally cool.
Is this the Castlevania game where you whip candles and skeletons?
No, in this game you actually have a sword for most of the time, and you actually take a sword and cut the candles.
That's
and
totally
Alucard has a bow on his head.
He's a man.
Get right out of town.
No, it's true.
Well, thanks for coming by. Are you in the game yet so we can see what the
Well, it says
what the retro
Castlevania on the
graphics-
screen, so we're pretty close here.
Okay.
It's taking its
That's
sweet
the name of the
time.
game, Castlevania.
Sure.
Is the music still sweet?
The music is still totally sweet. Like as you heard earlier, the speech is in there. And this is the first game that's going to go over that 50 meg limit that Xbox Live Arcade games have. Of course, since it's still in progress, we don't know how big it's going to be. This version's somewhere in the 90 meg range, so we'll see how that goes. So now I'm a la carte and I've got all my stuff, but that won't stay that way for long because just like any good Metroid-style game, you start out with all your stuff and then something happens and then you have nothing.
That is a bummer.
It's a total bummer. Then you have to set about. So you have the little map screen here, and you set about kind of recollecting your stuff. And
so we're looking. This is the enhanced graphics.
yes, let's
switch over.
Let's switch over here.
What's enhanced about them?
They look smoother. It's a filtering
It's
that goes
like a
on.
softening kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a softening and kind of a.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is more like what you're used to seeing from the PlayStation. I could go either way on it, to be honest. I think they both look pretty sharp.
Does anyone think it's strange that it was a PlayStation game and now it is going to a Microsoft console, or is it just?
Well,
That's
ultimately,
all right.
it's a Konami game.
True.
More or less. So it's kind of up to them what they want to do with it.
Because like you said, it did also appear on the Saturn. So.
Right, it did appear on the Saturn. So, yeah, it was all over the place. Symphony of the Night, it's everywhere. It should be everywhere. One of the greatest games of all time.
And then eventually it's going to come to Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes, it is.
I have one last question.
Yes.
It's from Luis in Lima, Peru.
All right.
What is a man?
A miserable little bundle of secrets.
Pile of
That's-
secrets.
Yeah,
Pile of secrets.
pile of
A little
secrets.
pile of secrets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Glad we could help.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Xbox Live Arcade,
Yes.
coming eventually.
Coming eventually. We don't know when what's coming out. It's not done. But playing this looks pretty much done to me. So.
And you're into it?
Dude, it's Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
I'm looking forward to playing this
I
one.
play through the PlayStation version once every couple of years, so now
Just to
I'll
stay
be able
sharp?
yeah, just stay sharp. Now I can do it for points, so that's good.
Fantastic. Rich, back to you.
Thank you, Stripes. We have there's Brad. You had the case earlier. We must
Yeah,
show it off
totally.
there. That's Wario the Seven. But right now, Brad, you have the God of War 2 bonus DVD.
I do.
Now, the first God of War game was amazing, not only as a game, but also for all the extras they packed into it.
Right.
And they're doing that again?
Yes, they are.
Awesome. How?
Let me tell you more.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so they're doing it a lot like a lot of the kind of 2-disc collectors DVDs, like movie DVDs that you've seen.
Uh-huh.
Where, you got the movie on one disc, and then the second disc is just oodles of behind the scenes and interviews and on and on. So that's exactly what they've done here. There's like a 30-something minute documentary.
It's so weird to have you here on the couch with a DVD remote instead of a
I know.
game
I
controller.
feel it's like I'm playing, like, if they made a console that had a remote for a controller. How weird would that be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Get
so
it.
do you want to look at the DVD?
Yeah, well, we
Okay.
have this map. We have this menu right here.
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
really nice and convenient because there's a part that says spoilers, so we're going to stay away
Yeah,
from
we
that.
can't go in there, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll
but
stay
so
with
you've
that.
got your main making of here, which I'm going to jump into.
Cool.
That's the long documentary that I skimmed through it, and it's basically they're talking to the project leads. It's broken into chapters, as you can see. I'll just pop into one here so you can see what it's about. So yeah, that just follows them, I guess, pretty much from concept to completion. They
Cool.
talk to all the people about what it was like making it, all that kind of stuff. Lots of interviews. You get to see what it's like in their offices. So
Cool.
that stuff is cool.
And like Corey Barlog, he's kind of your guide throughout most of these.
Yeah,
features?
he sort of anchors the whole thing. He's
Yes.
like the main guy they keep going back to.
He's the main guy to
as
lead
the
the
main
team.
guy on the game. It's
Yes.
appropriate, yeah. So
Cool.
that's
Oh, dude, why you gotta
that's
do
not
that?
what. Let me see.
No.
I'm trying to back up to the main menu.
There's
here.
Corey right there.
Yeah, okay.
How are the load times on this DVD?
I guess that kind of depends on what you're playing it on.
Sure. Tell me about the squad
The squad
tactics.
tactics are amazing, man. I can't even tell you. That's all in the spoilers section, so
Oh,
I'm gonna have
okay.
to stay away from that.
Sure. Yes. Is there real-time chapter
There is,
switching?
as a matter of
Yes.
fact. I could have shown you if I had stuck with the documentary. You got a bunch of interviews here. With,
We got to go to the voices.
That's exactly where I'm going.
You
because
are a genius.
You have to see T.C. Carson doing the Kratos voice.
Yeah.
which is
We
what
got to pump this part.
Can they hear this at home?
Can we get some music in the monitors?
They can. They can hear this at home, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Hear the
totally.
voice. Okay, yeah. So.
Recording the voiceover dialogue.
According to Ricardo, this guy was once on the sitcom Living Single.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. Okay.
It's very exciting.
We're getting ready to record Kratos, the lead character in God of War. T.C. Carson, who plays Kratos, was the original Kratos in the first God of War.
Athena,
You conspire against me?
Kratos is this god that he's been stripped of everything. His mother's dead, his family's dead by his own hands, and he's just seething with anger and guilt and all of that.
Return to Sparta and prepare for battle.
People who play the game, they like being Kratos. You know, they like
I love the
having that power.
contrast.
They like wielding that power. I, as a voiceover actor, I like wielding that power.
You defy the god of war?
I have a lot of rage. It's really not good. I'm trying to work with it, but you know, I can't do like Kratos does. I can't go out and just maim and mutilate people. I have to go and meditate. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, thank you, Brad.
Yeah.
This is there it is. The just a peek at the God of War 2 bonus DVD. Now, do you have to buy a special edition of the game? Or?
Nope. As far as I understand, it's going to be packed in with every copy of the game.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So go get your God
This
of War.
game cannot come out soon enough. Next month, right?
That's pretty
soon.
soon.
Still March?
That's pretty soon.
Actually, it's almost the end of February. We only got like another week left.
Can I use a Rich Gallop line? That's soon.
Do I say that?
Yeah, you say that.
You do say
you
that
say
a
that
lot.
a lot.
Okay. That's soon.
At least once per show.
All right. Well, thank you, Brad.
Yeah, sure.
You can hang out if you want, but
Yeah,
right
I'm
now,
getting used to it here.
we're going to toss it over to Ryan Davis. Ryan, you are joined by a special guest through the power of the internet.
Through the power of the internet and Xbox Live, I am going to be talking to the folks at the Behemoth. I actually have John Baez on the Xbox Live Vision camera here right now. John, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing well. Now, you are the co-founder of the Behemoth and a producer on Alien Hominid HD, which is coming to Xbox Live Arcade. And you guys have some very interesting plans on what you're going to do with the scoreboards for Alien Hominid. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, being a small company, we've been able to do a lot of innovative things. And one of our biggest things coming out for Alien Hominid HD will be these, which you can see in the background, but I'll put one up. It's a trophy that we're going to be giving out to top leaderboard winners. And they're based on the characters from the game, and we will be sending those out to the top leaderboard winners once they get on there.
Those look absolutely righteous. Are those actually metal? Did you cast those yourself?
No, these we did look into casting them, but these are not metal. These are metallicized, and these are based on the original figurines that we did for the original game. And these are exclusive. The only way you can get them is to win them through Xbox Live 360. And we'll be making of course, this is just the trophy itself, and it stands on a base, which we'll be making here in the office. So hopefully everybody will be able to follow along those escapades as we build those.
Fantastic. So you want to get into a little more detail about what you're going to be, like how you're going to be giving out these prizes?
Well, the way it's going to work out in the beginning is we'll just be looking at the leaderboards on Sunday night. Unfortunately, there's no set time of when the leaderboards roll over. These will be the weekly leaderboards. And so we'll just be going in there. We're going to post all the rules on our website when the game goes live. So on Sunday night, we'll just be taking the top leaderboard winner from the weekly leaderboards, and we'll just ping them, send them an instant message. If they want one of the trophies, then we'll just pack it up and send it off to them.
Now, so you're just going to be getting to them through Xbox Live, is that right? Just sending them a message?
Yeah, just sending them a message, just using the functionality of the Xbox Live Network. Of course, if somebody just signs in and says, hey, I'm the top leaderboard winner, but I don't want it, then we'll just save it for the next week. But I think these are going to be pretty nice awards for a physical thing for all the top leaderboard winners.
Now, I'm pretty sure that's the first time that anyone's given out an actual physical thing for, I think you might actually, well, we'll see if how fast Microsoft does their thing, but what are the different, I see you have different statues back there. Are those going to be for different games? How is that going to work out?
Yeah, the way it works out is that we've got the online multiplayer games, which are the 4-player multi-games. So we've got All You Can Eat, which is a mini game, and the All You Can Eat statue is going to be the kid. who stars in the all-you-can-eat minigame, and it's a 4-player minigame, online multiplayer. And then we've also got we got Super Soviet Missile Master, which is a single-player game.
Awesome.
And that's a weekly leaderboard. And you'll get Thundersnap the dog. We don't have the sample for him made up as the figurine yet. And then Alien Hominid, when you play it on hard and you make the weekly leaderboard, then of course you'll get the Bustletron statue, which is the big guy. And of course the big guy is what everybody wants. And
that's the brass ring right there.
Yeah, they look amazing, actually. We were really surprised when we came up with this idea a while back, how well these came out. And, of course, everybody wants them here, but everybody's got to earn them. And then PDA Games, which is also an online multiplayer game, you'll be winning the FBI agent that you play against in the PDA games. And PDA games are online as well as offline four-player mini game.
About the PDA games, I got a question about that. Are you guys going to be doing download packs of more of those? Also, I want to know, is there going to be the creator? Will people be able to make their own PDA mini games?
Well, the game ships with 50 new levels that have never been shipped with Alien Hominid. Of course, we had the original 200 levels that were shipped in the United States, and then an additional, I don't know how many was it, Emil, 150 or 100 that 150 that shipped in Europe, which were different. Those will be available as downloadable packs, as premium downloadable content later. And then the functionality to make your own levels, unfortunately, has been taken out because we can't figure out how to share that with other players yet. But as soon as we can figure that out, that'll pop up in a future game, how you can share user-generated content.
So expect more of that from the Behemoth in the future.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We had a lot of success with PDA games. A lot of people really love those games.
Excellent. John, thanks for, we got to wrap it up, but thank you for spending time with us and showing us this stuff. We'll have to get you on later to give us an awesome exclusive on Castle Crashers. Yeah, Alien Hominid, look for this eventually on Xbox Live Arcade. Again, John, thank you for spending time with us.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
All right. Rich, back to you.
I feel like this is just like a nice little, the power of the internet! Satellite uplink!
It's like we're talking to them through the internet, but then he's talking to us through the internet.
And then it goes out to the world.
And then it goes...
Who knew we had so many people watching this show this close to the Xbox 360s, by the way? Who knew?
All banned, by the way. Looking up the names, banned all. I saw a couple names I recognized. Banned.
Nice. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that coming. I should have.
None of us did.
Was it on their end or our end that we kept on hearing?
I'm pretty sure it was our end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool. Ryan McDonald,
yes, sir.
Man behind the scenes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Normally you're back there making us all look good, but we brought you out here because you were going to announce a brand new GameSpot Live production. Tell us all about it.
I'll tell you all a little bit about it, and then we'll roll the clip, and then maybe we'll come back and talk about it.
Oh, you brought a clip?
I brought a clip. But yeah, no, this is something that we've been pretty excited about for a long time. Tim Tracy, he met these crazy guys that, you know, the thing we're always doing here at GameSpot is trying to bring people that enjoy playing video games and the people that make them closer together.
And the thing we're always doing is meeting crazy people.
It's true. And these are some of the craziest people we've met, and they are crazy enough to let us tag along for them making a video game and a video game company. So hopefully it'll be a unique look at something that people have never seen before.
Cool. What's the name of the show?
It's called In Development.
Nice.
Black Powder Red Earth. That's the name of the game that we're following. It's called Black Powder Red Earth. These three guys. But I don't want
to... What's up? You brought a clip.
Yeah, I brought a clip.
All right. We'll be right back to learn more from Ryan about In Development, Black Powder Red Earth. But for right now, check the clip.
I'm Don Chang, senior creative guy at Echelon Studios, or Echelon Software, rather. We changed the name like 6 times.
I'm Altai Murat. I'm the lead technical programmer development guy.
My name's Phil Smith. I'm the chief creative officer of Echelon Software. I basically make 3D models.
starting a new game company, Echelon Software, with 3 guys. We've worked together before, a lot of professional experience.
Working with Microsoft, Intel, various projects.
We have each committed about $7,000 to this enterprise, and we're hoping that it keeps us alive for about 5 to 6 months. And if we can get our beta out by then, or alpha out, or whatever you want to call it, that'll be great. And if we can't, it's going to be real interesting what happens after that.
It was a back burner project for a while, working on it, just kind of developing the ideas, going through it, and eventually it led to getting consultants.
Keep it nice and compact, and when we go,
who are real military guys, like some real hardcore guys. The start of the project came from a phone call between Chang and I, where we were working on a different project, and Chang was telling me about this novel that he was writing about special forces on Mars. And after about 10 minutes of talking about it, we said this would work. This would really work.
The game's called Black Powder Red Earth. It's a first-person shooter, sort of semi-persistent, online-only game right now, dealing with sort of military contractors on Mars in the future, in the near future, like 30 years out, 40 years out, and sort of a world based on stuff we've gleaned as accurately as possible from actual military guys, like former SEALs, former CAG guys.
And the more we got into it, and the more research we got, more of sort of the foundation that we built to the game, it's every turn made the entire project seem more feasible, more sellable, more marketable, everything. So eventually, we decided to, go with it full steam. Quit our jobs, put some money into it, and move forward.
We're trying to do something that we know we can make, and we're pretty sure we can be profitable on it. We actually spent time and wrote a business plan to make sure, money coming in is actually going to match, what's going out, and hopefully get more money coming in than it's going out.
So there it is, in development, Black Powder Red Earth, Ryan McDonald. The show looks awesome.
Thank you, right on.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's the first time I've seen a lot of that.
Right
It looks
on.
great.
Right on, cool. Glad you like it.
So, so how are people gonna? What's the story we're gonna follow here? How is it gonna be presented?
It's something we've tried in the past, but big companies sometimes are a little afraid to get people like us in there from day one. But these guys, like you heard, they want to go for broke. They're gonna make this video game company. We were lucky enough to have Tim, who knew one of them. When we heard what they were planning, we were like, hey, we got some cameras. If we had our cameras there, it might make a really interesting, little show about the trials and tribulations of making a video game company. I mean, I think I speak for a lot of people that play video games. It's like, I think I can make a video game, but now with this show, it's like it's hard work. The trials and tribulations that happen to these guys on a daily basis, it's unbelievable. And so it was entertaining enough. So we're going to basically start rolling these out starting March 7th. That's when the premiere hits. March 7th, and then until they make a game or they don't, right? But we've been working with them for a while now. Those guys are really awesome. The guys at Echelon Software, they've been working on the game for a little bit now. So there's some interesting stuff to see about these guys putting these games together. The how you can do a poor man's mocap. It's like, who knew, right? I know now.
Does it involve like gluing ping pong balls to your skin or anything awesome?
It's better.
Like that?
It's tape. It's tape, my friend. It's like medical tape. I could do it right now.
Let's do it after this.
Right?
We're gonna go mocap some stuff.
But yeah.
Jungle rolls.
So yeah, new episode every week. We're gonna be rolling it out March 7th, and I can't tell you how excited I am. I mean, I feel like I'm not telling you enough about it because it's really neat. It's really neat to see these guys.
It's these guys that they they quit their jobs.
Yeah, they save their money up. They put the gamble out there. These guys are doing what a lot of people think about doing, but they never actually do it. So it's a tremendous amount of honestly bravery on their part to do this. They got families and stuff, so it's a gamble. It's a really serious deal.
It'll be interesting to see if this influences any of our audience out there. Take that leap.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. These 3 guys, it's like, yeah, you heard in the video, they've had skills leading up to this that they're going to help them, but for the most part, they're 3 guys that are just really determined and they want to make a game.
Cool. And we saw what the payoff can be in the segment right before. We were talking to the Behemoth. That's just a bunch of guys who just want to make a game.
That's exactly.
And they did. Now they're making us all trophies.
Totally. And we're going to do some fun stuff like GDC's coming up, so obviously that fits into the whole indie developer thing. So we're going to probably see those guys out here. Maybe we'll sneak them onto the show if they're in town. So
cool.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Ryan Davis, you haven't got any questions about it or anything? Or?
I haven't. I've just been totally enraptured by this myself. I'm sorry. This sounds totally awesome. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, I know, Jeff over here. It's like we're big fans of games with guns.
Guns are cool.
This game's
I don't know if you know that.
This game's got all kinds of guns. And that's the one thing you saw in there a little bit of, is the fact that these guys are working with real dudes. These dudes that are real world dudes that get paid to go to other countries and do some business.
They don't do jungle rolls just for kicks.
No,
they do them for money.
For money. And like, I mean, these guys are real serious. I got a chance when we went and shot some of the stuff to talk to them, and there'll be some of the guys you'll see on the video that will have to black out their faces and disguise their voice because they're still out there doing some business. So to have that level, I mean, to give you an idea, it's 3 guys that want to make this game and they're doing it and they're determined and all that, but to see how serious they are, that they're actually reaching out to these people and getting them and really putting stuff that, people, even today, that people at EA and other companies are saying that it's the most realistic game ever, right? I mean, they are. They're shooting for realism as much as they possibly can.
Cool. Ryan Davis, you did get a question?
Yeah, Grant Gill from Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Yes!
That's not a place.
It so is.
It's
Apparently
a state
it's
of
a place.
mind.
Wants to know the availability of this. Is this going to be for everyone, GameSpot subscribers only? Do we know?
This will be for everybody. This is going to be, this is, I think, something that people really need to see. What was that? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I don't know.
What?
You say beta or something? All right. But yeah, there's stuff that'll come down the road, but yeah, people should be on the lookout, and we want to make sure a lot of people see this, because I think, for me, it's like I said, it's like I've always been interested in making games, and yeah, I think I can do it. These 3 guys are so confident that they're putting that gamble out there and trying it, so and it's awesome.
Cool. So weekly episodes starting
March 7th.
How long was an average episode going to be?
It was originally we had talked about it, and originally we were going to do it like a traditional television show and do it like long.
But we're on the internet.
We're totally on the internet, so there's no reason for that, especially considering these guys are like really doing this right now. So if we did it in step with them instead of building this big long crazy thing and putting it up, a half hour a month or something like that, they wouldn't be able to interact with them. But now we're going to do basically 5 to 7 minutes a week. People will be able to go to the in development Black Powder Red Earth page, and they'll be able to interact with these guys, see what their video blogs are. Tell them, I think you should do this game this way. So that's the neat thing. It's not just about these guys making this game off in a vacuum. They're making this game, and they've got their ideas, obviously, how they want to do it. But they're definitely going to be talking to people that'll be watching this and hitting their site and all kinds of fun stuff.
And they're definitely some characters.
They are. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're cool people.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
You want to hang out for the wrap-up of the show, the wrap-up?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Cool. All right, now we don't have any prizes or winners or anything, but we do have some stuff happening on the site that people should know about. There's a Lord of the Rings online stress test. Slot still available. Get on that. And Ryan Davis, I think we have a tournament television episode tomorrow, don't we?
Oh, we do. Call of Duty 3.
On the 360.
For the 360. And we're going to have the 2 team leaders here in the studio.
That's going to be crazy.
That is going to be crazy.
If it comes down to a tie or any kind of controversy, I'll bring some knives.
Nice.
Yeah.
And rumor has it, I may have a telestrator, and I may draw mustaches on everybody.
Dude, can I come?
I may. Yeah. Sure, why not? You're there. Maybe.
You're on the list.
Another thing you want to check out, we're talking about new shows. We got to mention our sister site, mp3.com, has a brand new show called Street Watch. If you're into the hip-hop, check it out. And I'll say it, Ryan got to announce a new show. Next week, come back on the spot. We'll announce another new GameSpot Live production that we may have been teasing you with. Maybe for like 2 months. Maybe. I'm not sure. Do you got any idea?
I don't even know.
I don't know what you're talking about,
I don't even know what it is. I thought I knew what it was at one point, but that was like a year ago.
Then we flipped the script on you. Yeah. Literally.
It's about guns.
It is about guns. It all comes back to guns.
Comes back to guns. Well, Ryan McDonald, thanks for coming by and bringing that clip with you.
Thank you.
Ryan Davis, great show.
Oh, it was an awesome show. Talking to the guys from the Hominid was so much fun. That was rad.
We'll do it again right now at the end of the show.
Now I can. That's
I've been
great.
thinking about the Love Boat ever since it came up.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Isaac doing the turn. I've been thinking about that for the past 20 minutes.
I haven't been able to get Feel Me Flow by Naughty by Nature out of my head for like the last week. Alex Navarro, Brad Shoemaker, thanks for coming by for all games. Justin Calvert playing Burnout Dominator. Jeff, good work with Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
I think that's it for everyone. Crew doing a wonderful job as
Brian
always.
for All-Star Game antics.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Brian was the man.
Yeah.
He's our sports guy. Thank you, Brian Eckberg. We'd like to thank you all for watching. My name is Rich Gallup. We will catch you next week right here on the spot. Just trying to get on camera.